Hello everyone, my name is Naomi. I'm a fourth year accounting and finance student and today I'm sharing with you what I spend in a week. I did one of these videos about 2 years ago when I was in my second year and I can confirm that my spending has changed drastically. So just a quick financial overview for myself. I get student finance, I get a maintenance loan from them. This kind of covers the bulk of all my expenses. And then to add on a little bit, I have this job making content for the university. I don't get any support on top of that, but all of that is enough to stay me for the year and I'm even able to save a little bit. I will try and maintain a similar structure as last time just to kind of make it easy and break it down to you. But I will start with my fixed expenses, which are things that come out either every month and things that don't really fluctuate in terms of how much they cost me. So the biggest expense is obviously rent. I actually did a video covering what it's like living in the city as a student, things like rent, a house tour, kind of seeing what it's like. But for rent, we pay £115 a week. That is bills included, so thankfully we don't have to worry about that. Then the other thing that I have is my bus pass. I bought this at the start of the year. It cost me £340, but when you work that out weekly, it's only £8.50 a week. Then we have my subscriptions, which I don't have many. I just have Spotify, Netflix, and Disney+. These all add up to £15 a month, which is roughly £3.50 a week. So as a weekly total, my fixed expenses come to £127 a week. Now we come to my variable expenses, which is a more fun part. So when I did this 2 years ago, I'm pretty sure I had around £70 a week just to have fun with. But because I had to save this year to make sure I could make my move down to London when I graduate, I definitely have been on a lot of a tighter budget. I try to spend aroand £30 to £35 a week on groceries and then maybe like £35 to £40 on fun stuff. I will talk through every single day and tell you what I did and how much money I spent doing those things. So on Monday, it was my very last exam. How exciting is that? I'm hopefully going to graduate in July. So I was off for a very early morning study session. I had pre-ordered myself some breakfast to pick up at 7 a.m. I just got like a bacon sausage roll thing, which cost me £2.60. Then we went home, we kind of relaxed, kind of let it all sink in that this was hopefully our last exam ever. Then to treat ourselves, we decided that we were going to make some steaks for dinner. So we went off to Lidl. From Lidl, we got a few bits, but anything I really paid for were the potatoes, the steaks, peppercorn sauce, like all the ingredients for that kind of stuff. And we also got this really good tiramisu ice cream. But yeah, my little haul ended up being £6 and 10p. And then we also passed by B&M to pick up some snacks, which only ended up being £1.40, so not too bad. That makes a total of Monday £10 and 10p. Then on Tuesday, I started my day off with a super long walk. This was definitely needed. I mean, I hadn't been outside a lot during exam season, and I ended up walking to Asda because if you know, Asda has the best bolognese sauce ever. And then on top of that, I had a £2 Asda voucher, so I ended up buying myself these like deluxe pan au chocolats. I don't know, honestly, they didn't taste that much different, but they look good. However, because of the voucher, those were free, so I only ended up spending 65p in Asda. Then it was time to do my grocery shop of the week. I started shopping at Sainsbury's. I feel like a lot of people think it's a lot more expensive, but I don't know, the way that I plan my meals, it doesn't actually end up being that expensive. But I just like the selection that they have. I like that there's more options. Going grocery shopping is literally my therapy. It's like peak adulting for me. And a total of my grocery shop was £24 and 93p. For the rest of the day, I honestly really didn't do much. So the total for Tuesday ended up being £25 and 58p. Wednesday was quite a boring day. I don't think I filmed much. There's just a lot of organisational bits that I want to do, cleaning that I want to do, things that I've kind of neglected while stressing about exams. The only thing that I did do was I ordered a Father's Day card, which this was so cute. I ended up going to, I think it was like Funky Pigeon. It only ended up being £4 and 2p, which is not terrible. Then Thursday was a really good day. We decided to go to the Lake District with some of my friends. We went to the Bridal Caves, I believe, and went on a bit of a hike. It was so beautiful. I'd like to think like I did quite a few things this year, but we definitely haven't explored like the surroundings of Lancaster enough. So I'm very happy that we now have a lot of free time to do these things. And then of course you have to go to the pub. We didn't even really get drinks, we just went to go get food. We went to get lunch because we were all starving. I ended up getting a pizza. Oh, this pizza was so good. It was like 3 types of like pepperonis or salamis or whatnot, and it was yummy. I also got a lemonade. So the total of that for me was £15 and 95p. And then by the time we got home, it was time to watch Bridgerton. We were having a little watch party at our house. I picked up some snacks for that, which ended up costing me £2.35. So the total for Thursday was £18 and 20p. Then on to Friday, we didn't really do anything significant, but in the morning I woke up and I went to a friend's house and I was helping him bake a cheesecake. Whilst we're waiting for the cheesecake to set, we played loads of Wii games because he was testing out like all his consoles and like his Xbox games to make sure they were all still working for the barbecue games that we were about to have. One of my housemates ended up joining me and I asked him to pick up some lunch for me because he was going to the grocery store. So I ended up spending £5 and 26p on lunch. Then after that I went home and I went to the Radical Youth Society, which this was like the last meeting of the year where we were doing handover and stuff, which was so much fun. But once again, no money was spent. So the total for Friday was £5 and 26p. So then we get to Saturday. I spent the morning at home and then around 2-3 o'clock I went to my RI Society again because they were having like their last like social meeting. I just came to say hi and bye to everyone because it's unlikely that I'll see all of them again, so it was quite a sad time. And then I had to go home because it was my friend's birthday. We decided to have another barbecue and also do like a combined games night. We all just put money forward for like the food, so that only ended up being £5, and we ended up having like burgers, sausages, chips and dips, the cheesecake stuff obviously. It was a great time. So the total for Saturday was £5. And then on Sunday, I once again didn't really do that much. I went to church in the morning, which was great. And then one of my housemates needed to go to Sainsbury's to do like their shop, and we just decided to tag along. I bought these ciabatta breads that were on sale, and then I think I bought some Lindt. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. The total of that shop was £2.59. And then we got home, we had our weekly roast dinner, and I'm pretty sure we watched the football as well. So the total for Sunday was £2.59. And guys, that's literally all I spent this week. Let me add it all up to see how much I actually spent in total. Wow, the total for this whole week was £67.85. I'm quite proud of myself. Honestly, I don't think that's bad. I'm pretty sure that when I filmed this video in second year, should we see? Wait. Hi everyone, my name's Naomi. Oh my god! Was £107.09. Okay, so here my variable expense were a lot more. It was £107, whereas now it's £67. That's literally £40 less. So quite proud of myself. Anyway, adding that to my fixed expenses, it makes a total weekly expenditure of £194.85. Obviously, all these expenses really vary per student. I think if I'd filmed this video in January, my expenses would definitely be a lot more. I've been able to save, put money aside for things. Obviously, there's maybe sometimes like bigger one-off expenses when I buy clothes, or I had to buy like new glasses this year. But my week-to-week expenses right now do kind of look like this. So I feel like this is quite an accurate reflection, and I'm quite happy about it. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.